I do believe that if he wants a sandwich,
you make daddy a sandwich.
Married couple reacts. We got another video.
I love it.
Charity seen it. I haven't. So we're about to jump right into it and just see what's happening. I'm seeing it for the first time.
you believe that men and women have roles.
Oh, yeah.
Most of the time.
No. Okay, let me ask you this. If me and you out and somebody say something slick to you,
You punch him in the face.
you want me to smack him in his mouth,
Yep,
right?
That's right.
So if I take you on a date and I say, look, baby, we gonna go Dutch.
No.
Exactly. If we walking up to the car and I don't open your car door, what do you say?
Open the door.
You better believe it.
Yeah, I am with you. I think
So you make daddy a sandwich.
I think... I will.
If I'm outside cutting that grass, bring daddy some lemonade.
I love it.
All right, if I want a sandwich, you're going to make me a sandwich? Because I asked for pancakes this morning. You did not make me pancakes.
I did not.
Why didn't you make me pancakes?
Because I don't like to make pancakes.
You got to make daddy a pancakes. Make daddy some pancakes. When we finish this podcast, make daddy some pancakes.
I'll make you some grits.
But daddy wants pancakes.
Well, first of all, my daddy says he tapas, so you are not my daddy.
Yeah.
But my dad called me like, sure, go get you some pancakes. I thought this was hilarious.
It was mad funny.
And I love how he handled this. I really do. Because I think he handled it very beautifully and well. Because when he first said it, you can hear the crowd responding like, what?
Gasping. Like,
how could he?
How could he?
But then he laid it out. You expect this. You have these expectations.
This is good.
You do this.
Good
you
argument.
do this. And by the time he whipped back around, she was like, I will. And he had won over the crowd very simply.
Yeah.
And so I love that. I love how he handled it. He handled it with humor and he was real.
So-
he's like, and if he's out cutting that grass, you know you're not going to do it. Bring that man some lemonade.
Okay, so here's the question though.
Yes.
Do you think he's right?
Absolutely, 100%. Now,
Hold on. So why didn't you make the pancakes then?
excuse you.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying, you
could
can't say he's right and then you don't do what he says.
Excuse me. Do you want me to tell you some other things that I did?
Go ahead.
Okay.
But daddy wanted pancakes.
Stop calling yourself daddy. That's weird. Aside from, excuse me.
He said he's right. So that means
aside
that's
from the ways that he's not all the way.
Okay,
he's
so,
right.
so what's right and what's not?
Listen, he's 100% correct.
So anytime a man wants something from a woman, she should do it.
No, you are missing the spirit of what he's saying. Stop
Because if she wants him to open the door, he will open the door and she's gonna have a fit. If she wants if somebody says something inappropriate to her, he wants him to punch her in the face. You know what I'm saying? Go to jail. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
No, I mean, I'm talking about.
Help me understand because I'm like,
listen,
the
hold
world
on.
doesn't work like that.
Hold on. Yes, it does. However,
It absolutely does.
it does. Okay, so here's what I'm saying. I agree with the spirit of what he's saying.
Okay.
That's what I mean. I agree with the spirit of what he's saying, and I agree with the 1 + 1 = 2.
What's the spirit of what he's
The
saying?
spirit of what he's saying is each men and women play different roles in the relationship.
Okay. So
And
women cook and
No.
men and
Can
men.
you? I'm about to slap you. I'm about to leave this podcast.
Okay, go ahead. No, I'm just saying.
No, what? Can you? He's clearly giving a scenario between him and a woman that he's with.
Okay. Okay.
That's what
His
I'm saying.
expectations.
His expectations.
Mhm.
And so they're role playing in this scenario. And he's like, these are the things that I would do. And you want me to do those? And she's saying yes.
Okay.
And he's like, well, these are the things that I want you to do. And when she's thinking about it in comparison to what he's doing, it's like, oh, okay.
It makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying.
We're matched.
We're matched
Yeah.
in the roles that we agree to.
Okay.
Now, you do not open the car door for, you know what I'm saying? That's not an expectation that I have for you. So that's my point of the difference.
Our relationship is not set up in
Yes.
that way. So to follow this narrative or this line of thinking
Yes.
would be inauthentic to who we are.
Who we
how
are. Exactly.
Right, so-
However, the math is still the same. There are things that I do in the relationship that is just what I do, and there's other things that you do in the relationship, and we serve one another. So I think he's talking about this attitude of roles in serving one another in various roles, and those things shift throughout a marriage. You know, there's been times where I'm at home and I'm taking care of the kids, and there's times that our situations have shifted in our marriage where you are home and you had to take care of the children. So we've learned to be flexible, but still at the same time, we've learned to be flexible within those roles of serving one another, and the math still adds up. So what I'm saying is, I agree with the heart of what he's saying. If your man are doing these things and you have these expectations from him, and his call is these expectations, and you agree to these, he's saying, well, these are my expectations. There's nothing wrong with me also having expectations and we agree to those things. And so at the end, she's like, you know what? You're correct. I will. And so that's the point. That's
all right. So what does that look like in our marriage?
Well, first of all, you were not daddy. That is not cute.
And you don't make the pancakes when our daddy wants them.
Actually,
when not daddy wants them.
Hello, but you make the pancakes. You're the pancake guy.
Okay.
That's why I said no.
I make the mean pancakes.
You do.
Pancake, egg, and cheese.
So
and
let's
bacon and
let's
sausage
get
sandwich.
let's get
amazing.
let's let our audience know it's not because
it's like that's all I cook.
That's what I'm saying. So that's the point. I'm like, hold up, bro. I'm not making no pancakes. That's the only thing I can get from you out of that kitchen.
Oh, that is
you
hilarious.
make a mean pancake, and I'm not about to give that. Like, I'm not gonna pay my ace to take away the only thing that I like. You actually go in the kitchen to do.
You never gonna make no more pancakes.
That's what I'm saying. If I step into that kitchen and make that pancake, that's it. It's over. My pancake receiving days are over. I've learned 14 years of married. I gotta keep it. Like,
okay.
I gotta hold on to the things that you do. I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take that. But you asked me to make something else. You want me to make you coffee? You want me to make some eggs? You want me to, like, if you buy baby, can you make some coffee? Absolutely.
It's funny because you were like, what do you want? You want eggs? You did not offer pancakes.
I did not offer pancakes. And then you were like,
I want eggs. So I was like,
you wanted
pancakes?
And I was trying to get out of it. Like, I don't want to. No. Then I said, no, I'm not. No.
You sure did. You were like,
did.
no, I'm not doing that.
Absolutely not. You're the pancake guy.
You're like, I'll make something else though. You were very clear. You're like, I'll make something else.
I was ready to make oatmeal, grits.
All I wanted was
I would have
pancakes.
made waffles. Seriously. I would have whipped out the waffles and made it.
Same thing.
No. Pancakes are yours, and the minute I take it, I'm never gonna get. I'm gonna always have to make pancakes.
Okay.
Period.
So I'm the pancake man. You do basically.
You the laundry guy.
I am the laundry guy.
Yeah. I just did the laundry this week, but let me tell you though, I was thinking, girl, you're only doing this for a season right now because he's a little. He's got a lot going on, but I'm gonna pass back this laundry, which I don't mind. I'll take it. But here's the thing: I know if I do it for longer than a month, it's now mine. I gotta be careful. You're like, okay.
It's been 3 weeks.
Hey,
you can do the laundry today?
That was my thought. I was like, 3 weeks is all I could take him, and after that, it's my chore.
That's so funny.
I'm like, I gotta give it back to you.
Well, hey, can you just give me the heads up when you're ready to give it back?
I will. Okay. I will.
So
I'm like,
I can prepare myself.
I'm ready to give it.
I am getting used to it. I'm like, that laundry was easy.
Yeah. But I don't agree with gender roles unless they're roles that's specific to the gender. Like, I carry the baby. So you can't do that.
What's specific to men?
You open the cans. You lift things. You protect me. You know what I'm saying? You're going to lock the door. You know what I'm saying? If it's late, you're going to go out. You're going to do the things that deem dangerous. Yeah. That's you. Okay. Somebody knocks at the door late, you going to answer it. Like, that's your thing. So if something pop off, I'm not strong enough physically to handle that. So those are your gender roles. Roles that are very specific to what you can do for your gender. That's the only way that I agree with gender roles. However, I know there's roles that happen, but we've learned to be fluid in our roles only based on. Hold on, let me just.
When you say, can you just different word, not fluid?
No, we've learned to be flexible.
Flexible, okay, yeah.
There's other roles that we've learned to be flexible on based off of what's happened in our family. I think in the beginning of our marriage, we assumed those roles because those were parents did, and it actually didn't work out for us when situations shifted and you became strained, I became strained, and it was just like, you know what? That's not going to work for our family. So because of this season, let's do something different. So I started handling more of the finances stuff. You started handling more of like things like laundry and doing because you actually like doing that, the laundry, and I hated it. So it's like, if I hate it and you don't mind doing it, then you do the laundry. So
I think it comes down to
and
serving.
then working. There's times where you stayed home. There's times where I stayed home,
Yeah.
So,
I think it comes down to servant leadership, right? I think that's the biblical motto. And I'm being willing to do whatever
for
it takes to serve the other person.
Yeah.
And not being looking for the other person to be serving you. That's why this is where this video actually kind of just rubs me a little bit the wrong way, because it's like, well, I'm looking to be served. And so I don't
that's
think
why I understand the spirit of what he was saying. I agreed with the spirit of what he was saying.
But I think at the heart of the matter, I think there's a little bit of a selfish attitude, because it's kind of like quid pro quo. I did this for you, so you need to do this for me. And it's really like, no, like we should be willing to do for each other, because out of love, I'm doing a certain thing. And whether or not you reciprocate, I'm still going to do it because I love you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's kind of how, and I think, I think we can get into
it. It takes some time to get there, though. It's not that immediate,
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what some people are afraid of. Like, oh my gosh, how do I know if I do this thing for him, or I do this thing for her, I'm reciprocated? Or we often move in trauma where someone has taken advantage of a man in the past, or taken advantage of a woman in the past. And so we're leery of moving into those box spaces because of that. And that's fair.
Yeah.
But, you have to make sure you get with the right person. And in addition to that, there's an agreement that we're going to serve one another, and being mindful that there are times when, in being mindful, I can see you're taking on a lot, and I can step in and do more, or vice versa.
And I think getting with the right person, there's a quality you should look for.
Yeah.
That's I think the essence of all of this conversation is look for somebody who is always self-reflective, looking back to see, hey, how can I be better? Not waiting to be told, hey, you're not doing such and such, or you're not, what I'm saying? They're already doing self-reflection, and they want to be better. They want to continue to grow and evolve. And for those of you out there who, I know our channel is a faith-based Christian channel, for Christian men or Christian women, people who are molded and shaped by the Lord's view of things, and when they don't line up, always coming back. And that being said, I do think that there are some gender specific type things, such as like the woman is essentially the nurturer of the family.
No, so
the
that's
man
what I'm
is
saying.
Essentially the protector of the family. And
so that's what I meant by when I say gender roles. Those are things that are like flow from naturally from the fact that I'm the fact that I'm female and the fact that you're male. Those are natural things that happen. I do tend to be more nurturing with the children. But then also it's interesting because from time to time those things shift. There's times when you're more nurturing for specific things that need to happen that I'm not also sensitive in.
Or when I'm seeing that you're lacking because you're going through a difficult time for some reason or other, I'm looking like, oh man, the kids she's not capable of doing nurturing in the way they need it in this moment. So let me step in
to fill in the gap.
To fill in that gap for the time being until she recuperates or whatever happens, and that's okay.
Yeah. So I'm leery of how gender roles are being portrayed right now in that way of, oh, woman, that means a woman is always gonna cook. Not necessarily, because when we first started, I couldn't cook. And in order for him to survive, this poor guy, he was cooking and he had to teach me. You were teaching me seasonings.
I'm glad you're admitting that.
Yeah, it's true.
The last time we talked about it, you made it seem like I ain't teach you nothing in the kitchen.
Excuse me, that is not true. I said
everybody else did.
You were king of flavor in the beginning. You absolutely were.
I like that. Say that again.
No,
that had a ring to it.
No,
king of flavor.
No, and so I wasn't the best cook. So you kind of showed me some things, and then I got excited. I was like, "Oh, I could try different recipes." And so,
and now our oldest daughter does it.
And now my oldest daughter does the cooking. And now our 12-year-old son, he actually likes. He's trying to cook. He likes cooking. So as far as that, I just think that's too simplistic.
Yeah.
It's silly.
Yeah.
And so I think things like that get kind of convoluted and come to gender roles. But when I talk about gender roles, I mean gender specific things that come out of that.
Yeah, I got you.
You know, and that's what I mean. And so
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
better with our finances. So, you know, I kind of deal with that, but there's something, you know, so I care more about certain things in the house just naturally, and then some things that you care about. So yeah.
Good stuff.
And I think when we step into that and not ascribe frameworks or outside things to dictate stuff, it gives some freedom and some flexibility in the marriage to work out for what's best for you. But still, if a dude flare up, I'm expected. I'm gonna look at you. I'm not about to.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
You're gonna,
So good stuff. That's he say, she say. What do you say? So drop it in the comments. What are your thoughts on all this? All right, and then we'll catch you on the next one. Let's see.
and make daddy a sandwich. I'm kidding. Do not.
That's so
That's
funny.
weird. People call people daddy. That's weird.
There's a podcast called "Call Me Daddy." But it's two women.
See what I'm saying? Okay.